Welcome viewers, this is Danny from LEGO Buff Productions with another episode of Pimp My Set. Today we'll be looking at the final model of the tender car and moving on to the Christmas tree car. Without further ado, let's get started. So this is the final model of the tender car. You saw most of this here last week. What I added was this red stripe here, put on those white weaves, and then put some black detailing on the top there to make it look like coal. It's kind of hard to see on the inside there, but it's pretty similar to the original set. With that piece right there, I just added a few more pieces to it, but the wire from the motor and the engine does come out, go on top there. I might put a few more pieces just to kind of hold this wire down more so it doesn't stick up so much. But then on the back there, you can see just a little bit more detailing. But other than that, it's pretty much the same as the last week. There are just a few missing pieces. It's these pieces right here on the other side that I'll be ordering when I order some more pieces for the next car. But I'm happy with this, how it turned out. It's a pretty good size. If you see to the engine, it's just a bit smaller height-wise, but I like how that looks there. And I'm excited to get started on the next car. And that next car is the Christmas tree car. So what I did was I took this long car right here. It used to carry a construction vehicle. It was from the cargo train set that came out, I believe, a year or two ago. And basically I kept the wheels on this side. What I did this side though is I took off the wheels and put on just kind of this makeshift little thing. If I can take it off here. This little set of wheels right here. You can see there's the gear in the bottom. It's the exact same design that LEGO used in the set. I just took these pieces out of the set, put them in here. This thing was secure on the set though. It will eventually be secure here. I just kind of made a temporary model just to make sure that my idea would work. And it does, and that's when you put this on here, and then you put this little piece on top of that axle there, and then you can pop the Christmas tree on top. It does spin. The thing I was testing was when it goes around turns, I wanted this to be able to turn as well, and the Christmas tree still turn when it is the wheels are in a turn position. Just how these wheels are flexible, so that I could have two wheels. The car is too long to go around the curve, so I want two sets of wheels to be able to turn on each end, which is possible. Now obviously this is slanting and crooked and stuff, that won't be so in the final model. So what I'm going to do now is kind of make a more secure design there, and then I'll take off all these extra pieces on top from the older set. And then what I'll also do is start experimenting with putting some gears underneath here so that I can have a bunch of Christmas trees instead of just one that we see in the set. I plan to have 4 or 5 on the final model. So this is the design that I've come up with. This part is pretty simple. It's using the same mechanism that I showed before. The only problem is sometimes this wheel doesn't catch or this wheel doesn't catch, and that's because they're so close together. They're rubbing together just a bit right there, and that's seeming to be a problem. Over here they're close together, but there's just a tiny bit of space between them, where over here that is not the case. However, if I spread them out by another pinhole in this Technic brick right there, it does look a bit funny, so I'm gonna have to mess around with that. You notice that especially with the curve right here, when it goes around the curve, it just slows down, doesn't stop. It's derailing right now, so I'm gonna have to mess around with this. Maybe lower it right here, add some more tiles. We'll have to see. So I'll go work on that now. Alright, I seem to have the final design here. I did end up moving the wheels pinhole apart, and doesn't look too bad. And as you can see, once it goes around, the tree does in fact spin. If we bring the curve here, you can see you just have to put weight down here in the center, so when I build it up, I'll make it a bit heavier here and put some heavy stuff on top of here. But once it goes around, you can see the tree does spin all the way around, even on the curves, and that was the goal there. So what I'll do for next week is kind of make a train of gears, a bunch of gears going all the way down here, and then I'm going to put some snot technique and do some cool stuff with some Technic bricks and stuff so it hides all of the gears, and then all you see on top is a bunch of Christmas trees, and then I'll have some nice outline to it, and I will probably even start the next car next week. So that'll be the goal. So hopefully when you guys tune in, you'll see the finished car of this, and we'll move on to the next car. So before I end this episode, I'd like to show some sets that you guys have been pimping. Again, you can share these with me on Instagram using the hashtag #PimpMySet. Here are the ones I saw this past week. So that wraps it up for this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share your creations with me using hashtag #PimpMySet on Instagram. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos, and have a great day.